Hi, I'm Dave Monty with Remax, and welcome to my video series, Everything Villages. Today's topic, we're going to cover how COVID-19 has affected the real estate market here in the Villages, or not affected it. We'll get into that, so stay tuned. So it's mid-September 2020, and we're starting to see the traffic really increase here in the Villages. We're by no means near peak season, but we are seeing a real uptick of traffic. Renters returning, as well as a lot of snowbirds are returning. So I figured it was a fantastic time to give you an update as to what's happened over the summer, as well as what we think is going to happen going into the fall. So let's start anecdotally, and I kind of hinted at it in the introduction that really the market hasn't been affected at all. You hear different stories from different people, but I think the majority of these anecdotal things I'm going to share with you are just balancing themselves out. And the two biggest ones that we're hearing from our clients are, the first one is, if you tell somebody they can't do something, what do they want to do? Well, they want to go do it. And there's been a lot of travel restrictions over the last 6 months, and you've got people down here saying, I haven't seen my kids, I haven't seen my grandkids in months, and this just isn't cutting it for me. So we are seeing quite a few people want to move back up north. But what is more than offsetting that is the fact that we have a lot of people taking early retirement, or deciding that they want to move down where they're going to retire and maybe work from home. Whether they're leaving a large city, taking an early retirement package, we are seeing more people relocating down. So there's definitely a balance of people who have the reasons to move north and the people wanting to move south, which hasn't really affected the dynamic of the market that's happening over the last couple of years. So that's anecdotal. So what's happened by the numbers, I'm going to start off with one that we use a lot in the real estate industry, and that's called months of inventory. The months of inventory means that if no other homes come on the market, and at the current rate that we're selling homes, how much inventory is left in the MLS. And currently that is about 3.5 months. It doesn't mean anything without context. So the very first thing is that's been remarkably consistent over the last 2 to 3 years. Okay? So we have seen a strong seller's market here in the Villages over the last 2 to 3 years. Also, why do we know it's a strong seller's market? Well, a balanced market is about 6 months worth of inventory. Anything below that, and 3 is significantly lower than that 6 months. So what other stats are supporting that? Well, in a seller's market, you tend to see prices go up, and that's what's happened. From year-to-date last year to year-to-date this year, we've seen an increase in per square foot pricing of about 2%. Now, that rate of growth has slowed down slightly, because we were in the high single digits, 8, 9, 10% over the last couple of years. So that has slowed down slightly, but we're still seeing an increase in price here in the Villages. The other thing that we're seeing is the days on market have reduced. Not much, I mean, from 54 days down to 50 days, but things are not on the market quite as long. The only negative we've seen is that we have seen the number of homes that have sold reduced slightly by about 4%. So we're seeing but again, in a balanced fashion. If it was just the number of homes being sold in an unbalanced buyers and sellers, then we would see significant movement in price in either direction. So in summary, really, it's business as usual here in the Villages. And I say that from a number standpoint. So it's still a strong seller's market. There's still homes being sold. There's still a lot of people buying homes. Some of the changes that we're seeing going into the fall is we're still continuing to hold open houses. The traffic is down slightly in open houses, but the traffic that is coming through are more serious, and you've got less people coming in just to be curious as to what the house looks like. So whether you're looking to list your home or looking to buy a home, business as usual here. If you would like a free 30-page guide on buying and selling a home here in the Villages, and this is a complete guide from everything, whether the Villages is right for you, all the way to picking up your passes from the sales office. We talk about bonds, taxes, cost of living, you name it, it's in this guide. If you would like a free copy, just read the description below on how to get yours. Thanks. Have a fantastic day.